What the hell is up, guys? What's up, FB and Yin? Also, this looks kooky as fuck. This setup is so obnoxious, I'm not even gonna hold you. It's very overstimulating. I'll live in my face. Gotta be lurkies. Okay, thank you. Let me... because I'm gonna be using my iPad. Let me have you up on my Mac. Yeah, it's a lot. It's excessive. Not the lemon pepper steppers back there, bruh. The fuck? How's it going? Also, I look yellow. It'd be that one. Hold, please. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Holy hell. Sleepy? Yeah, a little bit. Art stream, let's go. Okay, Slay, thanks FB. And also welcome in Potato. Art stream. I'm excited about it. Hold on, my camera is like phasing down a little too much. I think I did that to avoid getting this thing, but whatever. Itty would it eat. There we go. Yeah, so this is gonna be an experience. My camera quality is not as clear as I would like it to be because it's my phone, and the thing that I'm using to link it, I tried to pay for a subscription to get the Pro, which allows me to stream it at higher quality. Right now it's literally going to be on 720, which is so diabolical. But I accidentally put in the wrong email. Like, I added an extra 0 to the email, so I won't know until Monday if they can switch that shit up / cancel it and refund me. So yeah, super fun. Why do I still look so yellow? I don't like it. Do I look yellow or am I just tripping? It's a start. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna start by eating some toast. We're just gonna do a just chatting for now, right this second, because I need to eat. Making cautious efforts. Right. There we go. Looks better. I think it's because I'm fucking around with my lighting right now because I'm trying to find the perfect lighting. And when I had it, how I had it set up for stream last night, I put the one that's behind this monitor right now, usually behind me, so that I'm backlit a little bit, and I have it yellow so that it's a little warmer. And so it's because these are new lights. Like, the lights I had before were not this strong, so I'm having to adjust so that I don't look washed out and shit. But how's everybody's Saturday? Okay, yeah, you asked what we're drawing today. I was gonna let y'all take a little creative liberty with me. I was thinking about doing fan art. Like, I tend to do better when I can start off drawing like with like anime characters and stuff, because it's just much simpler and it's good for me to warm up. I'll probably be doing this for a couple hours. I do draw portraits. And I can show y'all some of my stuff. I just have to be careful what I flip through because there's like some nude stuff. And I have to be careful about what I show on Twitch. So about to send in a selfie. I don't draw people I know on purpose. He said me? No. No, I don't draw people I know because I don't want to offend anyone. I can show y'all what I've drawn for portrait wise so you can see. A stick figure me is a blessing is so funny. Also, because I don't have a game going, I have 2 sets of chats that I'm looking at. So if you see me looking back and forth, that's why. I don't know if y'all have clocked it, but I eat like a 5-year-old. Yay, potato! I'm so glad. Also, let me change. I realize that it shows that we're going to be streaming Marvel Rivals soon. That is not true. Sorry, I'm trying to make a conscious effort to eat. I'm not trying to be boring. I just need sustenance. Because in my brain I go, I have to be productive and get shit done. So I am not going to eat right this second, but then that turns into not eating all day, so. Not a good idea. How am I today? I'm wonderful. I'm excited for movie night. Yeah, and it's looking like based on the votes, it's going to be tonight. Unfortunately. But, yeah. That's okay. I'll shoot him a message. I talked to him about it earlier because he was helping me set up the... to make sure I can actually stream it in Discord. But I bought the movie. I love that movie so much. I could watch it all the time because it's a nostalgic movie. The Mummy, I mean. And so I'm excited to watch it, and I was like, I might as well buy it. And it was on sale. It was half off. It was $8 to buy it. Ultra HD, so. Hell yeah. Y'all don't even want to see my plate right now, bro. You'll admit you've never seen it? It's really good. Are you gonna join us for movie night tonight, Potato? I say it's a good movie. Let me not set your expectations too high. Think 1999 CGI, and lots of cheese. So be careful if you're lactose intolerant. We're thinking around 7:30 p.m. Central. Because that's what everyone's been voting on, is 7:30. I think it's gonna cross over with wrestling, unfortunately. That's why I was saying it's unfortunate, because Yin wanted to watch as well. He'll be alright. Honestly, I was thinking about it. We could do, like, mod hangout sessions, though. Like, if we all wanted to, the mods wanted to get together and watch movies in a better time. Just because I wouldn't mind that, for one. A little mod bonding. But, yeah, I don't like it when people have to miss out. Almost done. This be the result of me eating toast. I don't eat the crust. Because I'm a child. Teehee. Okay. Let me set this aside real quick. Somewhere. Let me go dump this real quick. I'll be right back. I'm same with the crust. Relatable then. Ugh, okay. Just jump right into it. Let me get this set up real fast. Because I'm using my phone as the camera. So I have to be specific about my setup. My lashes attached to my glove. I really do just like when I'm clipping and stuff, I'll take off my lashes here at my desk. And they just end up sticking to random shit. Okay. Free the lashes, honestly. Well, I've got another set on too. Yeah, because I didn't want to look too crusty today. I was considering going no makeup and I was like, never mind. Okay. Let me connect this. We may have to take breaks because when I was using this earlier to test it out, my phone was getting so hot and I was like, I'm scared. But I have my fan all the way up. Well, that's fine. Accidentally dropped the fan remote. Yeah, it's all the way on. Oh, do y'all want to see something funny? Where did the raven wig go? I think it looks so funny, but I think it's the perfect place to hold it, to keep it safe. The Squishmallow. It's amazing. But yeah, I was messing around with it. I was like, where do I put this? Because I don't want it to get tangled and shit. Okay, let me make sure. And you know what? I'll have Discord open as well. Whoa. Moving shit around. I don't want OBS on this screen. Stop pulling it over here. Jesus. Like I'm about to crash out. Let me do my shit. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Can I live? Okay, this is open in case I need to. Not that I anticipate needing the mods, but just in case. Yeah, and I was just saying that we'll probably have. It's gonna probably be tonight that we watch the movie. Okay. Already. Have to just connect it. Oh shit. Ooh. That was a lot. I don't know if you can see how much that just moved. Okay, Raid. What's good? W Raid. Hi, Mush. Thank you so much for the raid. With 8 peeps. Hello, hello. I guess we'll go through the quick spiel. Do y'all want a raid video? W raid video if y'all want a raid video. My name is Kai B01 technically, but everyone calls me Kai, or Queen Bee, or Supreme Gooner, Goon Bee, you know, all the things. You'll come up with your own nicknames in your own time. I'll be right back. Cracked an egg on your head? Was that like a sub? I love that. Well, good luck with that. Hopefully it doesn't stick. That's not a good place to be in. Here, let me turn down the music, sorry. But yeah, welcome in. My name is Kai. If you don't know me already, you can call me Kai B. Come up with all the nicknames. We got the sub goal. Hell yeah. Welcome in, Blurred. But yeah, right now we're gonna be doing art. That is a part of my shtick. I enjoy art, modeling. I'm in nail school currently. I enjoy watching anime. What are other things? My top game that I usually play on here is Marvel Rivals, but I am a variety streamer. I try to mix it up where I can. I am kind of a go with the flow type of gal, so I do play what I feel like playing, which tends to be Marvel Rivals because I'm good at that game, and it just, well, let me not toot my own horn. That sounded crazy. It's a game that I enjoy playing, that I feel that I am good at. There you go. There's that. That's a better way to put it. And so that's what I play most of the time. For today, actually, we're doing an art stream. It'll be my first art stream, and I'm really excited about it, actually. I need to set it up, though, so that it's sitting proper. It was such a southern way to say that. Sitting proper. But yeah, welcome in, y'all. If y'all want to rate the raid video, let me know. It's a funny one, and it'll give you an idea of what our community is like. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna fucking run it because I'm setting this up right now, so perfect. All right, see you in a sec. Well, Kai for short, Kai B01 technically for the full user, but Kai works. Supreme Leader, Kai B is kind of what we're working on. You said, who walked in the bush? Sorry, I panicked. But yeah, I'm so excited. Invisikai. Put it on heel. Luna! Wow. Here. This is how I feel when people tell me what I can and can't say on stream. It always does this to me. How could this happen to me? I made some mistakes. We just watch it.
Oh my god. I don't know what button I pressed to do that. No, you did it.
I like that there's someone called Bro Mama. Sorry. I make the stank face whenever he does hot bangs. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he wants me. Yeah. What you know about this pizza, boy? I guess we can watch the whole video.
That is a good idea. This game is really deep, and you definitely gotta learn from
Deep like your mom. Sorry.
the high elo guys.
I swear that 75-25 chain. Winnie Huck Fister. I don't know if you remember him.
Where are his royalties? The way I almost said the B word because I got fired up there for a second because y'all are really good at rage baiting me. I don't even fucking get royalties off of TikTok yet. So, hell no.
It's a level 13.
I think you're ready for our highly
Level 20.
realistic battlefield
20.
simulator.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You got shot with the turret, didn't you? Did the turret, did the turret like the fog?
Hey! Let's go!
That's a lot of.
Help me. He wants me. He wants my cheeks. He wants my malice cheeks. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Rebels.
The new game mode is fun.
Sorry.
But freedom doesn't come free.
No! Sweet liberty! No!
That's rough.
Look familiar?
Nerd Kai out. Street cheerleaders are supposed to be from the streets. Yo, mama's from the streets. Oh. Welcome back. I forget that I have to mute myself between the switching the sources or the scenes because W video so funny. I'm so glad. I feel like it's a good representation of what our community is like and what I'm like. It's a perfect mix of everything, all the chaos, all the madness. But yeah, let's see how this looks real quick. There we go. You see how crusty this fucking... Why is it upside down? What the hell? Hold on a second. It's not supposed to look like that. I had it set up perfectly earlier. What the hell happened? Hold on. Okay, that works. There we go. Not the glare, please. Whoa, we wobbling. Okay, there we go. Like the quality difference between, I love how a lot of it is out of context, 100%, and that was on purpose because life is out of context. So we're gonna show me out of context. But this is a setup as like you can see the quality difference. It's insane. Like me and then paper. So to start, we've got some art supplies. I've got these. Also, sorry, my hands are not as pretty as I would like them to be. I wish I was manicured still, but I am not. We've got white pins. These I haven't like used these. Let me actually switch to art. Hold on a second. Is that a category? That's a good point. Let's find out. It is slay. Anyway, so I have like a box full of this stuff. I have white ink pens. I couldn't tell you the efficacy of this one. I think I need a different one because I feel like it's not as effective as I would like it to be. A bunch of lead. This is like a blender. Sorry, let me turn my mic. This is a blender. So whenever I put graphite down, you use it to smudge. And you can see that I did it with some red pencil. Different size blenders in here. This is a sharpener for the blender, like you sand off the graphite. What else do I have in here? Some mechanical pencils, different sizes. So this one's a 0.5. This one's a 0.3. So yeah, cool stuff with this. I'm probably going to start with red pencil. That's what I just typically start with. I also have these lining pens. These don't need to be in here. I'm not really sure why they're in here, but they are. You got a real blender. The teacher made us use newspaper. I mean, it's the same. This is literally just rolled paper. Like this is just paper that's been rolled really, really tight. You can see the line where it would peel and open. Maybe you can't see it because the quality. Oh, there it is. But yeah, it's just rolled paper and you just sharpen it. Newspaper has like a kind of a like it has something over it, like a ink. Yeah, I just hated making them. Yeah, because you have to like wind them really tight. Then I have these pens, these microliners, micron liners. They have different sizes. Same thing here. So like this is a 0.3. Hello. Sorry, I'm having to like figure out how to move and stuff with the camera. So that's a 0.3. Hello. Like go on, please. So 0.5. Stuff like that. And I have like brush pens in here as well, or like this is a 10, which would be equivalent to like a 1. Do I have a brush one in here? Oh, I do. Well, this is a graphic one, so this one has like a felt tip. But yeah. Okay, so we've got pens. As far as what we're gonna draw today, I couldn't tell you. I typically need to warm up. See, like, this is, I have to be careful with this type of stuff because it's femme, like bodies and stuff. We'll start with portraits. Honestly, this is probably a good warm-up because it's one-dimensional. Got a whole drawing arsenal, yeah. Got these. Got more pencils. Regular number 2 pencil. My red pencils that I'll probably be using today. Regular mechanical pencils. These are bits for my electric eraser. My electric eraser I'm gonna try to use, but it might die. Guy wearing protection. Yeah, this is so I don't smudge, like when I'm drawing. Sorry, and it's also, there's a little bit of a delay because it's wireless connection, so just bear with me. But yeah, this is so that when I'm drawing I don't smudge my work. And it's good for no club, no art. It's giving partial Michael Jackson. It's because I'm half black, half white. Sometimes I just need to not say the thing that happens. Say the things that come up in my brain, you know. Electric eraser, yes. This be her. So you can attach different size bits. So this is like a normal size bit, and then there's itty bitty ones. I'm in the streets anyway. About to drive home. But yeah, this is the electric eraser. See, it spins. And I honestly, let's do a little demonstration here. Just gonna make so can y'all see that? Yeah, the quality's not great. I'm sorry, y'all. So you push the button on the side, it spins. So it's pretty cool. But it's really helpful for detail stuff. And then if you switch the smaller one, you take the smaller eraser and then it has a different attachment. And you change it out. Be careful not to push the button because it hurts. And then you can just make smaller lines. So this is really cool if you're doing something in graphite and you want to put details and stuff or highlight details. This is a really cool thing to use. So it's cool shit. But I just, ooh, see, don't push the button. It's not a very comfy feeling. But then I'm gonna put the normal bit back in. And there you go, electric eraser. I'm actually gonna sick. So we're gonna start with this goofy looking portrait because I'm watching, I want to see the process. Oh hell yeah. This is very like flat. It's much easier to work with. I mean, I'm not going to go into the details because he has a lot of details to his face. Probably not. The thing is that sometimes I get carried away. Oh, y'all wanted to see what I've drawn before though. Hold on a second. I have to take this off screen for a second. Just because it's like clippers for drawing. Yeah, exactly. but Soul wanted to see portraits. Do I have them in this sketchbook? I think I have some portraits. Yeah. So this is some of what I've done. You can see the art from from this one that I did. This is Zoro, fan art from Zoro. This is me taking someone else's art and copying it, by the way. This is not my original. It's my original art because I drew it freehand. I didn't trace it or anything, and I did my own coloring, but it's important to recognize that I didn't illustrate this myself, just to make a point. But yeah, I've had fun with that one. These are the portraits I've done, though. Yeah, I wish the quality was a little better. The thing is that it looks better from y'all's point of view than it does on my point of view. So does it look okay, or am I tweaking? Anyway, but these are some portraits that I've done. Yeah. I like drawing portraits. They're fun. Thirst Trap Zero. Yeah. What's up, Big Will? But yeah, there's some stuff. Looks clean? Hell yeah. As long as it looks good, that is my priority. Because on here, it does not look good. W artist. You can actually draw W artist, yeah. I'm self-taught. Fun fact, when I was like 5 or 6, I got into an argument with my mom and she grounded me. She realized that grounding me, yes, they were grounding me at like between the ages of like 5 and 8. They grounded me from my art supplies because grounding me from the TV didn't work. So there's that. Yeah, the process is going to be interesting though. I just go based on, that's too high up on the page. Do I have a physical eraser? Yeah. Okay. I love the glove. Oh yeah, it's for smudging. To prevent smudging. Also, this is right in my face. You know what might help y'all see better is if I actually turn on this fucking light that I have hanging over my head. Hold on. Oh, so bright. There we go. There we go. A little more crisp. Okay. And I try to not let perfectionism get in the way of me just seeing shapes, because you can always fix things later. So if you're like, Kai, that is not what that fucking looks like, I'm just like, basically I'm gesture drawing so I can get the general shape. Proportioning and all that stuff will happen later. And as you improve as an artist and stuff, that changes. I am a little out of practice because I haven't done art in a minute, but this arch is a little bigger. And having a knowledge of anatomy is helpful as well, so that you understand what's happening. So like this area that I'm drawing right here, this is where his like eye socket would be, this area. So I know that and can contort the lines around that knowledge, and it helps the drawing make sense. Okay, I think I made his nose a little too long. This is about where the tip of his nose actually is. And drawing is like, at least for me and my understanding of it, it's drawing shapes relative to other shapes. You have a great flow of the hand. Sorry, I need to catch up on chat. Holy hell. This is probably going to be an issue because I get so locked in. Hold on. Yeah, I'm going to be quiet in chat. BTW grinding some ranked. Have it up though, lurk. Thank you for the lurk, FB. And it's okay if you're quiet in chat because again, I'm going to be locked in. So if I don't respond, please don't feel offended. I love horror movies. That's how my parents would punish me. Wow, relatable actually. You have a great flow in hand. Thank you. It came with practice. And then it's more rounded. And so this is messy and it's bothering me, and it's not something that most artists would just keep going because they can work around the mess. I don't like it. I'm very much so someone who, like, it'll agitate me and I just need to deal with it right away. But just to clean it up. Then this kind of slopes. Another thing that I've learned in my time of doing art is to not, to not fill in the gaps where you think. Random question, probs from me not knowing Dookie about drawing. Is there a reason to start with red? Hashtag offended. I start with red just because it doesn't feel as like set. Like I know it's not the final product. There's probably a reasoning to it genuinely. I just started using erasable color pencil because I like the way the sketch turns out, and then I more finalize in graphite and darker colors. But that's just me personally. Cause graphite, and sometimes graphite's too soft. Like, and I know that there's different levels of graphite actually. Hold please. Hold on. I'm actually going to grab my pencil case that I have. I have not touched it, but let me just grab it for you. Okay, so this is like a full-on pencil case. So as you can see, it's labeled H. Maybe you can see that. I don't know if it's focusing. You can see it's labeled 5H, which stands for hard. Funny enough, it has to do with the hardness. Hashtag also offended for no reason. Thanks for the camaraderie. And then B is soft, and I'll show you the difference. I wish this would just, I'll just take it out. This pencil case has a lot in it. These, I believe, are blenders. I haven't used the rubber blenders before, but, they're there. There's also, this is a pure graphite, stick. So that when because different people have different ways of drawing. Like, that sounds like a stupid thing to say, like, duh. But people have different ways that they like to hold their hand. So, for example, like, if you look at how I hold the pencil, like, when I'm drawing, I hold it a little towards the end so that I have more range, as opposed to here, which is for detail work. There are some people who like to use graphite sticks, and see it's labeled hard because it takes more for the pencil to go down. But some people like to draw like this, or they want a shade, so they do this number. So it's fun to experiment with that type of stuff. I haven't opened this yet, and this is an opportunity for me to, and this is charcoal as well. Charcoal's a fucking mess. Christian Minecraft server. Yeah, right. But anyway, so this is what it looks like. And the difference, I'll show you the difference between an H and a B. So this is an H. This is me putting a certain amount of pressure. Can you even see that? Hardly. With the same amount of pressure. fun stuff. And so like H I would probably use for lighter details. It all depends on like how you use pressure and stuff in your drawing, but yeah, there's a lot to art that I feel like people don't realize, especially, well, and it's something different also because digital art is so prevalent, which is valid. Like, I have gotten into digital art a little bit. I am not as much a fan. I actually should have kept that over here. Fuck, hold on. Because I need an eraser. Oh, here's one. Ooh, I can show you this as well. So there's two different types of eraser that I have, me personally. This is a regular eraser, and you can see it has a level of erasing that it does. So like how this is a soft, this is a soft. So depending on the hardness of the eraser is how much it'll pick up. But see, 4B is not very erasable. Hard is easier to pick up off the paper because it's not soft and it doesn't like physically soak into the paper, but that's kind of what it's doing. It's like staining it. But yeah, see how that doesn't want to come up. And then there's this. This is a kneaded eraser. This is how you clean it, actually. How you move the graphite around. So you can use this to not pick up as much. This is like a soft eraser. And what you would do with this, like, let's say that I have my guidelines down and I want to go over it with gooey eraser. I can take this, and so make note of how heavy it is now. So see how it picked it up, but it didn't erase it completely. It's so fun. So cool. This is good for, at least how I use it. It's not the only way to use it, but if you put down sketches and you are kind of heavy-handed with it, you can use this to like lighten up the strokes that you put down. It's cool stuff. But yeah, once it starts to get dirty, you kind of just pull it apart and reform it. I'm so glad that you get to learn some new stuff. That makes me happy. Sorry, drinking my caffeine. Tea. But yeah, let's keep drawing. Okay, so I'm just gonna redefine these lines a little bit. And the bridge of his nose. Drops a little bit here. I would get kits and had no idea what the stuff was. Totally fair. And the way to help that is usually when the kits come with like a inventory list type thing is to just like search it up. I feel like most art kits are pretty good about including purpose and like use, but sometimes they don't, you know. They just expect you to know. Which is not how that works. Okay, and he has he doesn't have like a very prominent brow. So his forehead doesn't do, like some foreheads do this number where they pop a lot. His is not very prominent. It like goes like this and then his nose. Oh, my glove. My glove! My Diet Dr. Kelp! Also, we're just listening to chill music. Hopefully that's alright with everybody. It's just kind of the vibe with art. Goes there, and then it just... Can y'all see that okay, or is it too bright? Is that better for a little more contrast? Okay, electric eraser is really handy. Yeah, and it's rechargeable, so you just recharge it. Super nice. I've had mine for years, but again, I'm not consistently doing art. I'm sure that people who use theirs all the time just burn out the motor, but it happen. It's a little too... Alright, pencil. It's not about you, Queen. Oh my god. But it looks good over here. Okay, you can... Is it still good now that I turned on the brightness? Okay. Solid. I just want to make sure there's contrast so you can see what I'm doing. And then... So this line that I'm drawing is probably going to bother me for a little bit until we get into shading. Because it's just a hard line, and that's not what it actually looks like in the picture. The thing with art that has been like the biggest teacher is like really, as in everything in life, trusting the process. Cause like that looks so weird and redonk, like, cause that's not what it exactly what it looks like. Pencil wants some attention too. Yeah, clearly she was rolling up. But yeah, it's frustrating because of how this sits, but we'll get into the shading. This one has has good values in it for me to show you. Anybody in chat draws at all? It's a great question. The amazing thing about art is that most, like, it's a blessing and a curse. It's like not all art looks the same. Like, I grew up in, because I took art in school and stuff, I grew up in realism, which has been very confining, because I wish that I was more like illustrative and creative in the way that I did things, but I look at the details. So like, as you can see with me looking at Homeboy here, I look at the details. So like, his nose is not sticking out far enough, actually. This helps me actually see from a different point of view, which is kind of cool. Let's actually bring his nose out further though. You draw? Yes, you do, Mush. You draw amazing. Wow, I'm missing out on chat. My bad. Sorry, I lock in, y'all. I stopped when I got in high school. Sports. You know, sometimes you just need to create a ballot, you know? Have a little bit of paintings when you did when you were younger. I think everyone, like, should get in touch with their creative side, you know? I think it's a good outlet. His nose must be big as hell or not at all. I think I got it a little bit. I think I need to soften the ridge on the nose, but I think I got the shape right, or the size right. You put some in the Discord? Yay, good. Yeah, if you don't know already, there's a Discord channel for art. Did I draw my tattoos? I did. Some of them. Yeah, the big one on my back. Hold. I love this song. The big one on my back I drew. I illustrated. Like, I took... It's not a great way to see it, but you know. I did draw that. Oh, you will. My bad, Mush. I've always been horrible at measuring. Like, this is so cool. Well, thanks. Yeah, the art for me is looking at shapes relative to other shapes. That's what they are. The thing is especially with portraits and drawing people, you try to fill in gaps because that's what our brain does. Like, our brain is wired to know, like, we can tell when something's wrong with the human face. So, like, for example, when you see uncanny things, it's because you know something's wrong. Because it's a survival instinct to understand people faces, what people look like. And so there are biases that we build and such that's a part of our survival instinct, but your brain knows when something's off, which is why people get pissed off when they draw portraits, because a lot of the time there'll be one little thing off, and it's because your brain recognizes there's something uncanny or misplaced about it, but it's okay to not draw perfect. And that has taken me a while to fully grasp and understand, but alas, here we are. I think his hairline needs to just go a little bit higher. But yeah, everything's about drawing shapes relative to other shapes. And the other thing about his hair is, like, it's not actually as solid as I'm drawing it as, and my brain is going, hey, that's not looking exactly how it's supposed to. This is a very good portrait for character design, like messing with features that are exaggerated. If you ever want to look at features that seem stylized. Not that there's anything wrong with this wonderful man's face. He just has features that are prominent, and that's good for learning how to stylize. You're killing this guy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Boy got that gobble gobble out neck. Be nice. He's old. It happens. He's doing his best. Okay, I think his eyes need to be sunken in more. Or just smaller. His brow is right here. Then his socket starts here. He just has small eyes. Okay. And I've had to remind myself that if something looks off, it's probably because there's no shading. There's no depth to it. Is digital art similar approach than pencil or totally different? It's totally different because it's really a feeling thing. Hold on a second. Skipping through some songs. It's a good song. It's different because of feel, like how I can feel the pencil gliding and it's telling me how much pressure I'm putting down. It's not the same as when I'm doing it on a screen. And also the smoothness of a screen, there's no resistance or anything, impacts how I feel about drawing. I'm not good at digital drawing. Like I'm not. Like not as good as I would like to be. Let's see. So like these are my emotes that I've drawn. These are not mine. Don't look at those. I was drawing Zoro fan art. But like this is a Nightwing drawing. The thing is that it's very uncomfortable for me. Like this looks good, but it like was not. It's not that it wasn't enjoyable. It was just rough. But like this, I don't. And the other thing is like how it turns out. I found an artist on TikTok, that I was trying to mimic. Not mimic. What the fuck am I talking about? I found an artist who has brushes that make it look like this. That's the thing, is I like that it looks sketched, that it looks like I drew it, if that makes sense. Like this, there's nothing wrong with this by any means. It's just like it's different, you know? And I feel like part of my style, the thing that I enjoy. Oh yeah, this is a Raven one that I drew actually. Part of what I enjoy is the feel and what the outcome is. Like this is very illustrative, which I'm trying to get more into, but you know, yeah, it's nothing like the actual pencil texture exactly. But yeah, this is a drawing of Raven that I did. I don't know when I did this actually. I don't know if it tells me or not. It doesn't. I think these are from when I first moved back home, actually. But yeah, these, I like these textures, the sketchy textures. What brush was I using? That's not the brush I was using. Don't lie to me. But yeah, like this, how soft it is. I love that shit. Love it. These are not mine. Those came with Procreate. And then I drew a tattoo for my ex-roommate, and that's what that was a part of. But I will say digital art is a good way to practice tracing. My Procreate also updated with brushes. I don't know if I like them or not. But it's good to practice because you can take references and you can block out shapes, and it teaches you how to see shapes in drawings. But yeah. I don't know if I like the new brushes. I haven't checked them out yet. I did see them. Okay, now I'm gonna take my kneaded eraser. Well, let me look at this actually and see if the shapes add up to what I've been drawing. I will say the top of his head is not looking. Yeah, it sticks out a little bit more than I had drawn. And then in this situation, see in Procreate, it would be really convenient to just lasso this and then move it. That's the difference with digital art. It's very much so more convenient, but it's there's a learning curve to it, you know. So then I am just going to take the lines I drew and mirror them just up. And it shouldn't be too bad actually. So I'm basically like creating the same phenomena by drawing it slightly higher. Just copying it and drawing it slightly higher. So see how I just kind of like shifted it up. And then I'll go back and fix the minute details in a sec. And let me see if I like the shape of his head better. But yeah, this is just the sketching process. Actually, I'm gonna draw this slightly higher so his head doesn't look so flat. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that actually. Look it on the screen. I think his chin is a little too low. Yeah, I like that. Why are we we drawing an old man? Because we're doing a study. Because he's flat, like he's laying two-dimensionally, and obviously there's depth because he's a three-dimensional character IRL, but he's not a face that has multiple dimensions on this. So it just makes it easier for me to draw details and show you. It's a warm-up. This is not the drawing. The question is, Thunder, why aren't you drawing an old man? Get with it, big dog. Sorry, I got an itch on my ankle. Okay. So I can soften this a little bit. And then it comes more down right here. Actually, I think I took off too much. Yeah. Because I feel like one every year. Hi, Thunder. Welcome in. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over this with the kneaded eraser. Where did I put it? Oh, here. I love how precise you are. I love how perfectionist. Yeah. Well, and like technically sketching is not supposed to be that. The thing is that if I'm about to start shading and stuff, I would hate to put down all that shading just to find details that I don't want there, because that's a lot of graphite used. You can't surprise a Gemini, you know. But Potato, that's what I was talking about, is like I'm classically trained in art. Like at our school, they were always like, true, good, and beautiful, like draw the truth. And it's like, that's not all that art is though. Is truth is subjective, you know? Potato, I used to be the same way. Oh, this is a good song. Can y'all still hear me if I have this to the side a little bit? Okay. This is where I get angsty. Yeah, I like this song. I heard it at work and I was like, Shazam! This is mine. And I think, do I have a pencil sharpener out? Apparently not. We could be experimental. We could do something uncomfortable and we could shade with color pencils. What do we think? Do we want to experiment and use color, or do we want to go down with graphite? What are we thinking? This is colored pencil. We'll do color pencil, and then, you know what? We can put alcohol markers as the base. That'll brighten up the color a little bit. My dust space is limited. Okay, I have to get my alcohol markers. I'm just trying to remember where they are. I think they're in my closet. Hold, please. Okay. I'm gonna switch to just chatting real quick so y'all can see the insanity that is these markers. First of all, this be the case of them. Switch to just chatting real quick. Mini. And I have swatches of all of it. Like, I went through all of these one by one and swatched them. So these are the swatch sheets. That way I know what I'm putting down. God. Yeah, there's a lot. Oh, I haven't made a scene for art stream yet on my deck. Oh, there's a bunch of colors. 320 to be exact. So what we'll do is we'll put this down as base to provide kind of a framework of what we're working with, and we'll go from there. See, this part, I'm not gonna lie, this is uncomfortable. I don't like working with color. Because it's, especially like alcohol markers and stuff, because it's so permanent. And I'm like, and like you said, Potato, what if I fuck it up? But hey, art is all about experimentation, so we're gonna fuck around and find out, you know? If I can find my anti-bleed, where be it? I have an anti-bleed thing. It like you put it on the other side of the paper so it doesn't bleed. Can't find it though, because alcohol markers they bleed. How your pencil's intoxicated with alcohol. If we mess up, we blame man. Fair points were made. Let me just find something to put under here because it'll bleed a lot. Sometimes I stick them in my sketchbook and I don't take them out though. Okay, it's not in there. Slide. We're gonna experiment. Plastic sheet protector underneath the paper. Yen said, huh? Okay. So this is where it gets tricky because I usually am not good at having an eye for this stuff, but we want to look for the base shades that are happening in his face. So I see a lot of purple and a lot of yellow, which are actually complementary colors, so that'll be good for us because it'll visually look a little bit better, but a matter of matching them is going to be something else completely. I would say this shade of yellow here looks the closest to his forehead. And then I kind of want to use a gray, but also these grays can go down kind of heavy. Like this cool gray might be good to go underneath. Now a matter of finding them. Case so heavy I had to put my shit down. Hold on. Okay, yeah, finding these. Holy hell. BG042. Found it. And then, what was the other color we picked? No. And this Primrose Y195. So these two, and then we'll leave his hair alone. And he's got really yellow tones here, but we'll just focus on his face for now. And part of the process, especially when I'm working in a sketchbook, like I haven't done any final art. I always swatch on the page so I can see what I'm working with. So this is the Primrose color, which is very yellow on here. I don't think it looks that yellow on the swatch. Yeah, no, not at all. Okay, so this is an instance where the chisel tip looks less aggressive than the felt tip, or the fine versus the broad. So we'll use the broad on the part of his, on this forehead area. Let me turn down my music so y'all can actually hear me for a second. Okay. And then it's probably going to be the same with this one, but this is the gray that we'll put down. It's very cool. So it's actually the opposite on this one. This is darker. So there's lots of contrast. We'll probably want to use, well, that's going to be a bit of a struggle. Hold. Hold, please. I think BG041 would probably be better. There we go. I was like, is it in here? Oh, not the headphones. Oh, not the headphones. I'm surprised that stayed in. Crazy. Okay. So this is BG041 instead. Yeah, that's a lot better. Already way more pleased with that. And then I make a point, because there are some times where I don't finish a drawing and I have to come back, so I make a point to write it. And then this one is... This is a good song. Okay. So we'll start here. And it may not look visually pleasing for a second, but it's a part of the process. I'm saying that more to myself than anybody. So you'll see that I don't know if you can tell, but I squint my eyes at the screen so I can see where the tones are. I trust the process. And art is about making mistakes. So maybe this turns out cheeks, but that's okay. The faster you fail, the faster you learn. It's another good song. I'm dirty dancing. What am I running from? Watch the embers burn away. I'm learning this. Okay. See, that looks kooky as shit, doesn't it? Crazy. But we're gonna keep going. And I'm just focusing on his face. I'm not gonna get into the other stuff yet. Yeah, but do I'm with but in my crew. Take my chances in another one. Watching this burn away. Honestly, I love it. The fact that you can see the tones is so dope. Yeah. And it'll get better once we put pencil down as well. It'll kind of start to come together. And then I'm just going in with a heavier hand on the darker areas. By heavier hand, I mean I'm going in with another layer, really. So that you can start to see some dimension. Another thing to look out for is you'll note that I didn't take the shadow all the way down here. It's because there's bounce light. You can see it in the picture. You see how the bottom of his neck is light even though it's in shadow? It's because there's something that's reflecting light from below him that's causing the shadow to get lit. That's why a lot of the time when you look at shadows, you won't, like in true like references, you're not gonna see like anything that's like pure black unless they're in darkness, if that makes sense. And you know, like whenever you see like in movies when there's like an evil villain who's like stepping out of the shadows, a lot of the time like he's shrouded in darkness, but there's bounce light that's hitting his face to like illuminate parts of his face. Bounce light and normal light. Okay. The thing I don't like about alcohol markers is the fact that they end up streaking, but that is okay because we'll go over it with pencil. I prefer for things to be smooth, but and I'm sure there's a technique to it. Like it probably wouldn't hurt for me to watch some more videos on art, but not doing that right now. Okay, so I feel okay with what we have so far. I think I actually want to be bold and add some light purple. Again, we're experimenting, so let's see what happens. Thinking this pale hibiscus color, V890. Pale hibiscus, and we're going to swatch it on the side on this paper just to make sure. You're doing great. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is the color I want for sure, for sure, for sure. And you'll see that these actually go really well together. They're complementary to each other. Yellow and purple are complementary colors. So this will be, it'll make it even more visually pleasing. And that's probably why artistically this picture makes sense, if that makes sense. You know? Hopefully I'm coherent. And you'll also see there's red tones in here. We'll add that. I'm thinking like these are too deep of red. We need like subtle stuff like this. Probably actually like it seems crazy, but like this neon pink is really what's happening in here. At least in the nose and like in here. We could do also the medium pink. We just need a redder pink. Not a pale or a cold pink. We need a warm pink. Because that's showing where the blood flow is happening. So we want to make sure that we get that across. I think I'm going to try to put this layer of purple on some places and see what happens. Yeah, this is good. Good, 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 good. Yeah, like it doesn't make sense right now, but it's coming together. A white guy pink. Are you saying that's the shade that we need? I think medium pink is what is gonna bring out these reds. Yeah. So RV194. Also, pardon me. Wouldn't be an art stream without a little bit of happy stuff. Okay, so this looks bold, but trust me. I'm talking to myself right now, by the way. Because this is a bold color. Does he have any other pink hues anywhere? Probably in his chin a little bit. And don't forget to mark it. Yeah, these colors are, they're coloring. Okay, what next, what next, what next, what next, what next? I'm actually gonna put more of this yellow down. Okay, I think we're ready to start exploring with colored pencil. So these, I wonder what's on the old guy's mind. He's probably like, I wish this lady would hurry up and take the picture so I can go about my day. His grandpa is that? Pinter's grandpa. I couldn't tell you, big dog. I can't explain it, but he looks British. Sorry if that's offensive. It wasn't intended that way. This is where we get out the... Not that it really does anything on color pencil, but we get out the blender. The blender. And because there's graphite on here and I don't want that graphite to transfer, I'm gonna shave it off. Like there's just a little bit, but... Nice. Also, welcome in, Dut. How's it going? Trying to. This poor pencil. It's getting wrecked. I usually have a pencil sharpener. And I don't know where the helly it is. What the hecky? I found a manual one, so we should be good. What's up, King? Welcome in. What hairstyle? My hair being down and curly? I'm like, what is Big Dog talking about? Are you talking about the guy that I'm drawing? Interesting. Oh, the curls. Slay. Yeah, I don't really wear my curls very much because the headphones kind of compress them, so. But welcome in. Happy Saturday. We're doing some art. The nose is crazy. You know your ears and your nose never stop growing as you get older. It's the only part of your face that continues to grow. It's so funny to swatch this one because it's literally a white pencil, but I'm trying to be better about it. Blanc. Cap. What's up, Dono? Hi, Kybe Creator. Do you have a favorite illustrator whose work you admired? I just like a little bit of everything, honestly. I can show y'all, well, I'll show y'all another time. My, like my inspo board for art styles. I have a bunch. But welcome in, Dono. Duh, what are you saying, Cap, to? Sometimes I forget what I say. Okay, I think we've got that down. Not the meme pictures coming up, please. Okay, so this pinkish purple is also up here a little bit. So we'll find that. That is not like, do you think that this look, well, on camera it actually might. This looks more doo-doo brown. That is not the color I want. I am so glad I didn't put that on the actual drawing. The heli. You know what? I am seeing some green though. Hold on a second. Hold on, let me cook. Not gonna remind you. Okay. Is that purple? I have purple and yellow in it just to get the tones. So we're doing kind of like these like yellow and purple and pink are supposed to be under painting, essentially under painting. Will you show chat your portfolio on this day, or will you make a Patreon exclusive? I have sent a couple of things. I sent one thing in the Discord. I have to be careful about giving like a sketchbook tour on camera on stream because I have like anatomy practice, so naked people, so have to be careful about that. What's up, boat? I'm doing well, and how are you, boat? It's too dark. See, this is the color I thought this was gonna be, and it was not. Is there any place for this? There might actually be. Now that I'm looking at it. Well, I'm working, tuning in to see some art, I guess. Oh well, how long have you been drawing? Almost 2 hours. You can show artistic nudity on Twitch. Oh, you can? Interesting. Twitch kind of picky though. It's a thin line to walk on. Yeah. That was my concern, is that like it's not up Twitch's alley, you know? Where else is this tone hanging out? Love this song. Not the scream. Okay, and then let's see. Wait, actually, hold on. Stop everything. Oh, this is literally the color I just used. I was like, why does this look the same? Because it is. Silly goose. Sounds like an anime ending credits. It might be. It's by Yaosobi, and it's Japanese characters. Let me see if I can copy and paste it for y'all. I love this song though. Well, I could copy the link. There you go. If you want it. Need some purple. I haven't seen that anime. Just made up an anime title. Hell yeah. We have about 45 minutes left, and then, well, less than that, because we're having movie night in the Discord. We'll be watching The Mummy. I'm excited. And I was telling Potato, there's art is about making mistakes. Some of this I'm like, I'm getting angsty because it's not working how I want to. It's an opportunity for me to become more familiar with the medium and what it does, how it moves, how it blends with itself. Because I don't like how it's not smooth. Whose mum you watching? Brendan Fraser's, actually. Fun fact. He actually has a lot of pink tones in his skin. Ooh, this is way too bright. Way too bright. Also too bright. Maybe we'll do a blue. No comtrues. No comtrues. I actually haven't seen those ones. I don't know if they're any good. I know Tom Cruise does this thing and he can pop off from time to time, but like I know wasn't Mission Impossible's like good? Wasn't that his shit? None of these colors match what I want. In the art of experimenting, we're gonna see what happens when we put alcohol marker over this. G020. Last call for alcohol. Okay. R495. The worst part is having to find these fucking markers. Like, bruh. Because there's a bunch. What the hell? Am I missing a marker? But I need this color. Please. What the hell? It's just R495. Where is it? Okay, I found 490. Where's 495? I found it. Huzzah. Hopefully it actually works for what I want to use it for. All right, well, I guess I'll just work with what I have for right now. Okay. We're just gonna do it on a small part anyway. That's a good color. It's a little too warm. So we won't be using this one. Oh my goodness, W Raid. What is up, Yin? You know what time it is? It's time for a freaking raid video. Welcome in, y'all. My name is Kai, and before I say any more, here's a video for y'all. Well, Kai for short, KaiB01 technically for the full user, but Kai works. Supreme Leader, KaiB is kind of what we're working on. But you said, who walked in the bush? Sorry, I panicked. But yeah, I'm so excited. Invisikai. Put it on heal. Luna! Wow. Here. This is how I feel when people tell me what I can and can't say on stream. It always does this to me. How could this happen to me? I made some mistakes. We just watch it.
Oh, am I died? Oh, shit. I don't know what button I pressed to do that. No, you did it.
I like that there's someone called Bro Mama. Sorry. I make the stank face whenever he does hot bangs. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he wants me. Yeah. What you know about this pizza, boy? I guess we can watch the whole video.
That is a good idea. This game is really deep, and you definitely gotta learn from
Deep like your mom. Sorry.
the high elo guys.
You
I swear that 75-25 chain. We need Hut Fister. I don't know if you remember him.
Where are his royalties? The way I almost said the B word because I got fired up there for a second because y'all are really good at rage baiting me. I don't even fucking get royalties off of TikTok yet. So hell no.
It's a level 13.
I think you're ready for our highly
level 20.
realistic
He's a level
battlefield
20.
simulation.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You got shot with the turret, didn't you? Did the turret? Did the turret? Like,
Hey, let's go.
A lot of
Help me. He wants me. He wants my cheeks. He wants my malice cheeks. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Rebels.
The new game mode is fun.
Sorry.
But freedom doesn't come free.
No! Sweet liberty! No!
That's rough.
Look familiar?
Nerd Kai out. Street cheerleaders are supposed to be from the streets. Yo, mom was from the streets. Oh. Ta-da! Can y'all hear me? Hopefully you can hear me. Okay, yeah, it's on. But yeah, welcome in. If you don't know who I am Kai, KaiB01 technically, but you can call me Kai, Queen Bee, Supreme Goon Lord B, you know, DDC said Supreme Goon Leader. You know, you get it. Nicknames work as long as they're kind of respectful, obviously. But right now we're doing an art stream. That is one of my interests. I am a variety streamer who plays Marvel Rivals predominantly, but switches it up from time to time. As you can see, art stream, that's something different. That's a little bit of variety. Trying to get into some horror games. We'll figure that out as we go, especially because it's spooky season, so it feels fitting, but at the same time, also, I go with the flow. Other things about me, I'm currently in nail school, and we'll do some nail streams as well with this little setup I have going. I like art, clearly. And what other things? Oh, top 3 animes: Haikyuu, One Piece, and Hunter x Hunter. If you ever follow or subscribe, you'll see those GIFs come up. It's really fun. It's really cute. I feel like I covered all my bases. Oh, I've been streaming since May. It's been a wonderful journey thus far. We're at 425 followers, which is amazing. And I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. And we're just trying to build a community that's safe, fun, and enjoyable for everyone. So yeah, that's what we're about. And we're about fun, silly jokes, especially Yo Mama jokes. And in this community, you can choose between Gooner, Gamer, or Gremlin, or all of the above. I personally identify with all 3. But yeah, welcome. If you haven't already, sorry, that's my bad. I pressed the wrong button. If you haven't already, give us a follow. happy to have you here. And then I have buttons, and sometimes I get confused. And if you haven't already, join the Discord community. We are going to be having a movie tonight. People who not all three cheeks. We are having a movie night tonight at 7:30 p.m. my time, which is in 28 minutes. So I'm about to wrap up what I've got going on here. Probably up until like the last, like it really probably up until 7:30 because I have everything basically set up and ready to go. And if you haven't joined the Discord, join it. If you haven't followed, follow. If you haven't followed me on my socials, there's a bunch of them. Go follow them. Help me, support me. And do I have my clips page up there? No, I do not. And then there's also a clips TikTok for you. Did it send? Yeah. But yeah, I think I covered all my bases. Thank y'all so much for being here. We're gonna keep on going with the art. And if you have any questions, if you have anything that you want to say, the chat is all yours, dog. As long as we're respectful and kind. Shouldn't have to say that, but you'd be surprised. Anyway, I'm gonna get back into it. Welcome in. And to those of you who are heading off to watch big meaty men slapping meat, have fun and define kind. Not derogatory or tearing me down. Obviously banter is something else completely, but that's common sense. You know DDC. Trust. You already get up. So the experimentation failed. You know, the one where I put alcohol markers on top of colored pencils. It's not smoothing out how I want it to. Like it is a little bit, but it's not adding any dimension or color. So that's sad. So we're just gonna have to keep going with colored pencil. Yeah, because it's literally just sitting on top of the wax, because that's what colored pencils are. They're colorful wax. Yum. But yeah, if y'all are still here and y'all are gonna watch movie night with moi, divorced parent type shit, we'll be starting in like 26 minutes. And we're watching The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. King. It is a nostalgic movie for me. I'm gonna keep myself muted so that I'm not yapping, because I will say every line and y'all will be like, hey Kai, with all due respect, please shut the hell up. I'm like that with movies. I watch them over and over and over again until I memorize them. What color is this? 1092. Yeah, this is where I get stuck. See, I'm not very good with colored pencil, and it shows. Let me see. Guess I'll just start doing some line work because I'm reaching my limit here. This is gonna be an experimental one. Faux shizzle. So experimenting Kai has been activated, and I'm just going. I'm just putting in the line work because sometimes the line work makes everything look better. Sometimes it makes everything look so much worse. So we finna find out. Using brown instead of black it makes it more in my experience, it makes it more soft. Like it's not harsh lines. And I prefer that. Oh, this is such a good song. Turning this shit up. But yeah, thank y'all for those of you who have been hanging out with me while I do this. This is definitely really fun, and I think we'll make Saturdays art stream days. 'Cause it's fun. And I'm enjoying myself. And then something else of note is when you're drawing and you do lines, line weight is important. So like you see how bold this line is versus how thin this line is, it creates dimension where like shading doesn't necessarily. So like the thinner the line, the less contrast there is. Sorry, I keep looking at my computer as if there's the references there. It's not. Sometimes a piece of work just needs line art. Of course, the colors are crazy, which is not helping us here, but see how I'm going dark here and then fade shows where the light is hitting and where the light is not hitting. Maybe then you get the picture. I don't think these are erasable. We finna find out. Barely. I still like how this turned out, even if it's a little kooky. I had fun with it. And this was supposed to just be a warm-up. The thing is, with me, I'll take a full 3 hours to do a warm-up. There's some good music, you know, did you see? It's almost like I got good taste or whatever. Okay, so what does this need? I'm like trying to... Is it browns? Is that what we need? It's too warm. Need a cooler tone. No, too green. Oh, no. I spilled them. Oh, wait, did you see I like that last emote that you sent? It's cute. So cute. Okay, wait, this might be a cooler brown. Is this the brown I've been looking for? Ooh, it's a little purple. Yeah, black raspberry. Exactly. Exactly. We don't want anything too warm. I think the money shot is gonna be one of these, honestly. Dun, 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 dun. But this looks like a black almost. Whoa, that is a dark. Yeah, too dark. He doesn't have all that contrast going on like that. See, colored pencils and I clearly do not mesh. Because what the hell do you mean? Word. So what, we get drunk. Just gonna go in with this brown very lightly. I'm attempting to add depth, and I'm trusting the process and the experimentation. It's like I'm 17 again. W Lurk, thank you, Robin. We're gonna end stream here in like 15 minutes. Okay, so he's gonna just have to be warmer than the picture. I just added a lot more color than what's in the reference. We're probably gonna have to liven up his... Well, he is just pale up top, bruh. So are we talking? We're just having fun. We don't care who sees. Well, it's a lot smoother now, so I'll give it that. Hey Vega, thank you. It's looking kind of kooky, but we're trusting the process. How was work? Oh, was good? Okay, good. Don't you love Aaliyah's emotes? They're so cute. Okay, this is blue in here. The thing is that these colors, like color pencils, are great, but they're almost too bold. Like I wish that a couple of them were more dull. Fuck it, intro. Like this looks like it's chill until you put it on paper. Yeah, like that is insane. That is so bright. Like that's brighter than this one that I just put down. Okay, this purple. Are you excited for movie night here in a little bit, Vega? I wanna go back, but that's life. Why would it change now? A minute I'm up, a minute I'm face down. I wanna go back, but yeah, like this is just getting more and more out of hand the more I look at it. Me and colored pencils are not friends. But we're about experimenting here. Okay, so I've got purples and then I'm seeing pinks. That's life, that's what you told me. You drink too much, shut up and hold me. I don't care what the cost is. I wanna go back, but see, this is not a rosy enough pink. That's the problem. I feel like PC 1013. No. Where is she? Here she. See, yeah, this is not very layerable. And say to me, I wanna go back, but that's life. Why would it change now? A minute I'm up, a minute I'm face down. I wanna go back, but and I need cool purple as well. See, the issue with me is that I can't ever see things in like simplified ways. So what made you choose this picture to draw? I chose it because it's flat. Like I was looking at my references and I wanted something that was simple as a warm-up. The thing is that this warm-up has taken me almost 3 hours. I just haven't drawn in a long time, so I wanted something more on the simpler side. Also, Vega, I thought you were gonna play the games with us. You're gonna go, I mean, not play the games. You're gonna watch the movie with us. He's like, actually, I'm skipping out to play the games. What you do to me? Never mind, don't start. Why not both? This is true. This is true. See, like the tones are there, but like the execution is not. I'm trying to figure out how to make that not the case. I think it's just because these colored pencils are so bold, like I can't soften them. Like even as I'm drawing so lightly with this, it's putting down such a dark purple. Or a bluish purple. Violet. And I like to add texture to my stuff. So that's why you see lots of like lines, lots of cross hatching. I think it just adds that little bit of thumb. What's up, Depresso? I tried drawing a week ago for the first time in decades, hoping to create a masterpiece that looked like a 7-year-old drew it. It made me sad. Sub guy. You know, it just like you have to kind of wake it back up again, you know? And it takes practice, like constant practice. It's kind of like when you don't play a video game for a certain amount of time and you get used to the controls again. Like if you played no video games for a while, it takes time to like wake those neurons back up. Like I'm experimenting aggressively right now. That is one hell of a schnoz. Yeah, I thought it would be good, something interesting to draw. Something with lots of dimension. But I'm having fun with this one, that's for sure. It's pushing me out of my comfort zone because usually I'm someone who I'm like, I want perfection and I want it to look exactly like the picture. Color pencil and alcohol markers are out of my comfort zone to use. So I get to experiment a little bit, which is really fun. I really enjoy it. Like, does it look how I wanted it to? No, but I'm discovering the medium and getting to play with it, you know? You've never had the skill? Well, then teach yourself. That's what I did. I'm self-taught. The key is to, like, obviously start with the basics, but start looking at art styles that you like, save them, and start mimicking them. And I don't mean mimic as in copy, I mean draw, experience what it is that you like about it, whether it's the line weight or how they use expression, and then you take that, it's like you get to build your own house with the little bricks that you collect from other artists, because that's all that art is. It's just a collection of stimuli that you're putting together and then essentially mashing together and putting back onto, I was gonna say regurgitating, but that sounds disgusting, that you're putting back onto paper, you know? But yeah, I've had fun with this one. Just getting to play, basically. It's not sharp enough. Of course, Depresso. I'm a believer that if you even have a mere interest in art, even if you don't know where to start, you should just do it. It's your soul trying to speak out, you know? And also, I will say art is about experimenting. I've been saying that repeatedly this past like hour, but it really is, because this is not like anything I'm used to using colored pencils like this. Well, at all. I'm definitely more of a graphite and just leave it as a sketch type of gal. But I want to grow as an artist, so I make mistakes, I mess around, I play, and I figure out what it is that I like. Oh, it is 7:30. All right, well, I guess that's the stopping point. Wow. Time flies when you're having fun, you know? You know, dude. But thank y'all for joining me for this art stream. If y'all are into this, let me know. It helps me to know if this is something that y'all are enjoying. Like, obviously I'm having a great time. But I'm thinking like making this a Saturday thing could be good, obviously, given that I have the energy, but this is not very taxing for me, and it actually helps my brain to relax and de-stresses. So if y'all enjoyed this, I know it was a crazy kooky process. But I personally, I had a blast. And I would love to keep sharing this with y'all as a community. But alas, it must come to an end as we have a freaking movie to watch. So I will meet y'all in the Discord if y'all are not already a part of it. Hold, please. We'll be in the movies and TV voice chat, and I'll be streaming The Mummy. Be there or be square, you know? And we don't like squares here. But anyway, thank y'all for joining. I really appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all tomorrow for Marvel Rivals. Yes? Huzzah. It's mummy time. Ugh.